Hi, and welcome to My Naked Truth. This is my YouTube channel that will document my bariatric surgery weight loss journey. I have Kaiser Permanente, so I've already met with my primary care doctor, and he's referred me to the Options program. The Options program is a 13-week educational course that Kaiser makes anyone who wants to have bariatric surgery attend. I already went through the orientation where they explained the different types of surgeries, and now I just completed week 1 of the options class. Week 1 was pretty basic. It was just, weight loss surgery isn't a magic bullet, and you're going to get out of the class what you put into it. They want you to lose in between 5 and 10% of your total body weight, and I'm pretty confident that I'll be able to do that. I've lost 60 pounds on my own already. I'm pretty dedicated, and I'm willing to do whatever it takes to get this weight off. I've been big my whole life. I've been big since age 5. At age 5, I was in a men's large. And then by the time high school ran around, I was already into big and tall sizes. So I don't even know what it's like to be skinny. And that's kind of why I'm filming this. So the first part of this will be the pre-surgery, and it will be all like me talking about the options class. And then the second part of it will be the weight loss part, and that will be the biggest, hardest part of it, I guess. And then after the weight loss, I'd really like this channel to morph into someone who's really experiencing life for the first time. You know, this world is meant or made to be for skinny people, and I've never been a skinny person. So there's a lot of things that people may take for granted that I've never experienced. So that's the kind of way I hope that this course goes. The class, week 1 of options wasn't too hard. She told us to start tracking on MyFitnessPal. So we're going to start, I normally do Weight Watchers, but I've been instructed to quit Weight Watchers and to just start tracking my food on MyFitnessPal to count calories and all the macronutrients. So I did that this week. It was pretty easy. I'm pretty confident that I'll be able to succeed with this. So why am I shirtless, right? I'm shirtless because of a drawing class I took at Pierce Community College. And in that drawing class, I started, and I was a very poor drawer. And I wasn't turning in my assignments, and I was making a mark on a page, and then I was turning to the people next to me, and I was talking to them about how poorly I could draw. Like look how bad that was. And the first week of classes, I never really turned in all of my work. I missed a bunch of assignments. I missed a bunch of benchmarks. And by the second month of class, I decided that if I was going to actually be able to pass the class, I was going to have to really start drawing. And so what was happening is I would try to draw, and I would be so ashamed of what I did, or I would be so ashamed of my drawing in drawing class that I would stop right there, or I'd throw it away. Or I'd spend 2 hours on a drawing, and I'd look at it, and I'd be so embarrassed of what low quality my drawing was. I'd just throw it away, and then that was just 2 hours of work, and then I didn't want to draw anymore. And so about 4 or 5 weeks into the class, it dawned on me that the only way I was going to succeed at drawing is if I first became comfortable with my current skill level. So we had to draw an egg. And so I just kept drawing an egg, and no matter how bad that egg was, or no matter how misshapen the circle was, I continued to draw the egg, and I accepted my drawing for what it is. And then once I was able to do that, I was able to get better at drawing. And I'm no great, artist or drawer now, but I first had to accept where I was at, and if I wanted to move forward. And I'm going to take that. One of the biggest life lessons I learned in college was that. And it was, I had a professor, Amy Lay, at Pierce College, and she kind of helped drill that thought process into my head. And I can take what I learned in that drawing class and I can apply it to my weight loss journey, right? I can't be ashamed of where I'm at. I can't, throw who I am away. I can't, I can no longer be afraid or hide from myself, right? A lot of the times, big people, we try to hide our weight. We'll wear like black clothes, or whenever we take a group picture, we'll just stand behind someone else, because in that way, we're not really fat. We're just standing behind someone else. And so you can just see our face. And I'm at a point where I can no longer hide from myself. I can no longer hide from my weight. I can no longer hide from my body. So here I am. This is my naked truth. A little bit about me. Most of this is for my friends, and a lot of my friends know all the stats, but I'm going to make this video public, and I'm going to tag it with a bunch of like weight loss surgery stuff. So I'm assuming strangers are going to see this. My name's Joshua. I'm 34. My current weight is 375 pounds. Now that weight is in shorts in the morning after I poop. So if I were to be weighed later on in the day, that could fluctuate anywhere from 5 to 8 pounds. So anywhere from 375 to 83, depending if I'm wearing heavy pants or jeans or something. One of the questions that was asked in week 1 of options was why we decided to have weight loss surgery. And I had made up my mind around my birthday last year, because those birthdays, they keep coming. No matter what you do, those birthdays, they keep coming. So I decided last year that no matter what, it was time to get this weight off. It was time to get down to a healthy weight, because those birthdays are going to keep coming, and I think there's going to be more problems for me down the line. So I quit drinking alcohol around my birthday, well, after my birthday, but I quit drinking alcohol and I got totally sober, and I spent the first 4 weeks after my birthday, just focusing on not drinking or smoking weed or doing anything that would intoxicate me. And then after that, I found my way to a boot camp gym called the Lion's Den, and I resolved to go every day, and I did go every day. I went every day for 85 days in a row, and on the 85th day, I ended up hurting myself. They were really good, and to make sure I didn't overlift or I didn't overexert myself. I was just taking a step up on a platform, and I pulled a muscle in my back, and it still hasn't healed. This was back in August, so I'm 6 months later. We're in March now, and I'm still not healed, and I'm limping. And I've seen doctors, and doctors are telling me if I was a normal size, I probably would have healed by now. But because I'm bigger, it's taking a lot longer for me to heal. And they keep telling me if you could get some of the weight off, that would help you heal and get back to the gym. But it's kind of a catch-22, right? I was at the gym to get the weight off me, and now in order to heal and get back to the gym, I have to take the weight off without the gym, and it's kind of hard. I can swim a little bit, and I do have a subscription to 24-Hour Fitness, and I do swim occasionally, but I think the best option for me with my current injury, and I deal with pain pretty much every day now, so the best option for me would be to do bariatric surgery. I'm ready and willing, and I'm ready to take this weight off me, and at any cost. And that's why I've decided to have weight loss surgery. Alright, I'm back. We're in the bathroom because I kind of want to show all myself, and it's tricky getting all of me like in frame but still being close enough to the camera to where I connect with the audience. I haven't figured that out. This is my first episode. We'll get to it. So we're going to take some measurements. This is going to be my waist measurement, and they say it's roughly like where the belly button is. I could go 68. Now my chest, they say to do it just below your titties. So just below my titties. I'm 55 inches. I'm not going to bring it up every time, but so chest is 55. I want to do a neck here. So what's that? That looks half yard, 18. So 18 neck. This says hips. I don't know how we're going to do it. So I think this is where my hips, I don't even think you guys can see it. My hip should be somewhere here. I feel like this is an ass measurement, but whatever. My hips are 67 as well. Thighs is 38 on the thighs. And then I'm going to just do arms. 20, let's say roughly 20. They have calves and knee, but I'm not going to do, well, I can do my calf. Hang on. Calf is 22. Here. Okay, so this is my profile, and this is my side. This is good, but I hope that this video serves more than just like a before and after, because part of the radical self-acceptance is going to be, you know, I want my belly to be a prominent member in this. So if you're grossed out by it, then just don't click the video. What do you care? But in the interest of radical self-acceptance, we are gonna create a character. Right there, we got that. I've never been good with makeup. I'm gay. I'm a big old Mary, but I don't know how to apply makeup really. We're gonna put on some, I don't even think you can see it. I wanted to I'm open while I have it to do weird stuff with my fat. Like as long as it's constructive, as long as it's positive. I definitely think maybe next episode we're gonna do like an ink blot where like I dip my belly in something, maybe ink, and I could put some paper up here, and we could definitely do some art with all of this. And then, excuse me for a second. And then, will these fit? Hang on. Are these fit? These fit. Everyone, I'd like you to meet Beth. Beth is going to be a primary character in My Naked Truth. I'm not going to make her talk, but she's here. Alright guys, I would like to end with Season 6, Episode 5 of Little House on the Prairie. I know, it's random, but hear me out. I hated Little House on the Prairie, but my mom, you know, God rest her soul, loved it. So what happens in Season 6, Episode 5 of Little House on the Prairie is a traveling circus comes to town. And, you know, they have all the, you know, people on stilts, and they have, you know, acrobats, and, you know, standard circus fare for a turn of the century or whenever Little House on the Prairie took place. But they also have a sideshow. And in the sideshow, there's this girl, Annabelle. And Annabelle comes to town, and she's really the shopkeeper's sister. But, you know, the whole town kind of makes fun of Annabelle. The whole town laughs at Annabelle. The Nell Olson, I think his name is? Nell Olson. Annabelle is Nell Olson's sister. And he refuses to even acknowledge her. Nell Olson won't talk to Annabelle. You know, there's some conflict. And rather than playing the victim, rather than Annabelle saying, you know, oh, poor me, everyone's making fun of me, or everyone's, you know, giving me side eye or staring or looking at me behind my back, you know, she took the I am who I am type approach to it. And ultimately, Nell Olson accepted her in front of the family, or in front of the whole town at the circus, and they hugged it out, and it was a typical Little House on the Prairie ending. But I relate to Annabelle, because even though the townspeople would look at her, and even though the townspeople gave her some side eye, Annabelle, she was still a performer. She still knew how to give them a show. She even went to the blind school just outside of town, and she let all the blind kids feel her. So they would walk around her, and so they were able to touch her, and they were able to feel Annabelle, and for the first time ever in their lives, they were able to feel what a real live fat person feels like. Well, here I am. This is me. This is where I'm at right now. Thanks for watching.